Hey everyone, it's Teresa. How are you all? Oh my goodness, it's been kind of a strange, long work day, but it's done. And I am so ready to spend some time with you. I know this is a little bit later than usual, but that's just how my day has rolled. So I hope that you can join me. And if you can't, I hope you can see the replay. Rena, I thought of you most of all whenever I thought, man, I'm going on here kind of late tonight because I thought girlfriend is going to have to go to bed before long because I know how you are. Isn't that funny? We've never met in person, but I know your habits. I know your habits. Can you hear me? I tried to tweak a couple of things and I'm hoping that has fixed my sound problems. Please let me know. Can you hear me, Rena? Takes just a minute for this, all of this to translate and catch up and all the things. According to what I see when I logged in, the sound was coming through. So can you see or can you not see? And as you join, I see we've got several eyes on here. As you join, please grant StreamYard permission so I can have a conversation and say hello. And awesome. Yes. Thank you, Rena. That's wonderful. I just restarted my laptop and it was just something I was too frazzled to think through the other day. You know how that is. So thankfully it's restored. Just needed to be restarted. Yes. Oh, but I thought about you, Rena. Just want you to know. Um, so you guys, I got some happy mail today. And my socks are just blessed to pieces here. Look at this. My friend Emmy Zip made this for me and sent it to me. And you guys, look, the edges are burned. Isn't that pretty? So I got to really think about how I want to do this because I just think it's lovely. After I did the other one, she said, "You want one?" And I said, "Well, I'll be glad to pay you for it." And she's like, "No, I want to send it to you because you blessed me." And that just so touched me. And Emmy, thank you, my friend. It's just, I cannot wait. I'm going to figure out how I want to, got a couple of ideas, and I want to be sure that I do this the right way. So stay tuned. You're going to see this in a project very soon, and I'm super excited. Hi, Christine. How are you, girl? Christine, you make me smile, honey. I just want you to know you send me these little messages that just make me smile and make me laugh and always seem to be exactly what I need to hear at the right time. And I just want you to know you bless me. Isn't that neat? Y'all, when she gets on here, if she's able to join us, we need to see if she's selling these online. I don't know. Oh, there she is. Oh, good. Good deal, Amy. Yes, I'm going to figure this out and I'll let you know. Amy, are you selling these online, girl? If you are, would you put in here a link or something so people will know how they can purchase from you? That would be awesome. I mean, we can't show this off and not give people a way to buy this. So please put your link in there. I'm sure you can get some customers online. But yes, I am very excited. It's precious. It's just this perfect size because it's not too big, it's not too small. And I'm thinking, for sure, I'm going to put my home state of Kentucky in here. And I'm thinking I'm going to put Alabama because my loves, my little Alabama family. And after that, I'm not entirely sure. So we'll just have to see. I really want to really think about this and be sure. So yes. So I wanted to share that. So please pop us a link or something, Emmy. I did. The one at the top. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So are you talking about the way that the edges are finished? I'm not entirely sure. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? Spokane, Washington. Love it. Emmy made this for me and sent it to me. And it's a wood cutout of our country. And Emmy, I just think it's perfect. I'm not sure what you're asking me exactly. Yes, like this right here. Yes, you did a wonderful job, girl. I just love it. I just love it. It's just perfect. It's not too big, it's not too small. The detail, I'm just tickled pink. And I just cannot wait to get this into a project. I have got a hair or something. Yeah, it's probably my little kitty cats. Yep, right there. Got it. Yay, won't be tickling anymore. No, a little further over. Are you talking about over here? I mean, I love all of it, sister. You just did a beautiful job. I couldn't be more pleased. I just think it's just beautiful. I think it's spot on. And you need to put us a link. Oh, girl, I do. I can't wait to get with you guys and show you what I'm going to do with it. But I've got some ideas. I want to settle on an idea because I don't want to mess it up. So I love how it looks kind of burned along the edges, and I almost don't want to paint that. So I want to think about it. Okay. So very soon though, you're going to see this in a project. All right. So you guys tell me how you are. Tell me what's going on with you. I want to know. And tonight I'm still working on my coffee bar tray. So here's the deal. Let me flip the screens and let me get you guys positioned. It's coming along. It is coming along. But there's a lot of detail in it. And tonight I'm going to work on these salmon colored um, roses or flowers or whatever, because I want to get a little further along. Because here's the deal. I am having my kitchen painted and I have painters coming. Oh, Emmy, you're so sweet, friend. Thank you so much. You're just so cool. I just love you. Um, and they're coming and they're painting. And right now, my mugs are just kind of sitting there, and my coffee and my filters and all that. And this is what I really use to keep everything contained. And so they feel like they need to have their home again. So I want tonight to work on these flowers. Let me move a few things out of the way here so I have a little more room. This is a pretty large tray, and I'm going to just kind of slide it a little bit, and I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer so that y'all can really see the detail. Hi, Sharon. Oh, girl, I am so glad. This was a really dark colored tray, and a friend gave it to me, and I just thought it's time for it to be freshened up. So that's what I'm doing. I've been working on it off and on for a while. I'll do it a couple of lives, and then we'll go do something else, and then we'll come back to it because it's for me. It's not like I'm having to do it for anyone in particular. But I am ready now that I have painters here working on my kitchen. I am ready to get this kind of done. So I really only have these salmon color flowers. I have one yellow small bloom to do and some detail on the leaves. So it's really not far. It's far, but not far. Oh, if that makes any sense at all. Let's see. Yes, I do want some black. I have found that, when you shade, a lot of times you automatically go to the colors black and gray. But I have found with some colors, you need brown. Brown needs to be the color that you go to for shading. Of course, you've always got your primary colors. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way from crafting live that I did. Make sure my little phone is off. So I don't want anybody ringing right now. Okay. Let's see, I need white. Where's my white? I've kind of moved things around a little bit and hidden it from myself. There it is. I knew it wasn't too far. I'm just going to get all my colors out. And I do want to use brown for my shading for this color scheme. And I'm going to go ahead and pour out this earth brown right here. And it's an Annie's brand, or I'm sorry, Anita's brand. And I may tone it down a little bit as I go along. We'll just see how it feels. Got to see how it feels. Get my little water jars out of the way. So here's my palette to begin. Got to get this where you can see it though. A little bit of dried paint right there. I need to get that off. So I've got black, white, salmon. Is that the salmon or is it? Yeah, it's the bright salmon. I have two very similar colors. I have bright salmon and Coral Cove. I love both of them. They are two of my favorite colors. You're still trying to get the chapel down, girl. You can do it. Just feel free to watch that replay as often as you want. It's going to be up for the rest of the month. So you just keep at it, girl. Practice, practice, practice. That is the secret of all things. Okay, so I'm going to work on this bloom right here. And actually, Sharon, a lot of the techniques that I use for shading, well, tell me, where are you at in the chapel project? I'm curious if you're working on the sky or the silhouette. I'm just kind of curious because the reason I ask is a lot of people talk about the way I blend the colors together. And tonight I'm going to be using a lot of those same techniques in working on this bloom right here. I'm actually going to start with my very small detail brush. And I'm going to start at the center. And I'm just going to lay in sort of my shapes of the petals. And I kind of like to do them offset. And I'm not worried about how detailed and specific everything is. This is really just kind of placement of how I want everything to kind of flow. And there's no right or wrong way. If you guys decide you want to try this on your own, there is no right or wrong way. It is all however you want to do it. That's the wonderful thing about art, is nobody can really tell you if you're doing it right or wrong. It's yours. I hear myself bumping something and I don't know what it is. I hear a little clanging noise. Now right here we have an overlap, and I love overlaps because it adds to the realism of it all. So that's kind of the base there. Now I'm going to start in the middle, and I actually want the center right here to be very dark, because as you're looking into a bloom and those petals are really tight, it is dark. Oh, the chapel itself for the third time. I tell you what you ought to try, Sharon, as a suggestion. Get out a piece of paper and draw it, sketch it, even make yourself an outline of your surface so you kind of know the diameter or the perimeters of it, and then just kind of sketch with a pencil how you want that square of it to be, okay, for the body, the main part of the chapel. And then just put a triangle on top of it. And then put another block or square on top of that, and a smaller triangle, and then a cross. You can do it oh, he says you have to run, but you'll come back and watch the oh yes, you can cut any shape on your laser. Your website is shapes made from Unisub MDF that you can sublimate on, but you can do regular MDF like this is, or any type of wood. I'm just going to send you birch. Oh my goodness, girl. It was taking long to get here, so I went with the MDF. It will soak up paint more than the birch. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you, Emmy. Thank you, girl. I'll see you later on, okay? Love you. Be careful. Yes, Sharon, make yourself a template. And then after you get your template done on paper, all you got to do is use some carbon paper, just like this. Good old-fashioned black carbon paper, and lay it between your template and your surface. Take the end of your paintbrush and just trace and lift it all up, and your image is there, and you can use that for painting. If you're struggling, that's a great way to get through. You can erase, you can make corrections, and it's just a great way to get what you're looking for. So see how that works for you. I would love to know if that works better for you. Okay, so now I'm going back and making some of these lines thicker. These are actually going to be shadows beneath the petals. So it's kind of a different way to think. It's kind of a kind of thinking about negative space a little bit. So I'm painting in the shadow first. There's a lot of different ways I do this. Y'all know if you've hung out with me very much, I kind of take different approaches for different things. But tonight, this is just how my brain is operating because my brain is tired. So, you just got to use the neurons you have. Oh, hey, did y'all see my little village? Yes, they sure do, Sharon. Let's see. I know Walmart has it. Y'all, my shirt. I love this shirt, but the neckline is very big because I have that. That's why I have this little tank under it. Walmart has carbon paper. I think I actually got mine on Amazon. But hey, I gotta show y'all. Make sure y'all seen the little houses. There's that one. Whoops. And there's the other one. Did y'all see the little? I'm gonna make some more. I was gonna do houses tonight again, but my sander ran out of juice, so I've got to charge my battery to sand some of the other pieces of wood. So we'll do that again another time. It's kind of been a Monday all week long kind of thing. So I'm painting in the shadows, and then I'm going to paint in the light. So yes, I have painters here painting my kitchen cabinets and painting my kitchen walls and my dining room walls because I give up. I started it, and y'all, that is just a major undertaking, and with it just me, it's just too much. It's just too much. So a friend of mine used this guy that I'm using, and he painted her kitchen cabinets and did a beautiful job. So I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let me scoot my chair back just a hair. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to put in the highlight, and what I want to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this salmon and pull it over to the white and really lighten this up. Because I don't necessarily want to use white, but I need a very light salmon for the highlights of these blooms. And I'm going to twirl off the excess and get a good point. And this time I'm actually going to start on the outside, and I'm just going to go along the outside of this bloom. And then while I'm here, and while the paint is wet, I'm going to wet my brush. And it's not wet, it's just damp. Actually, I need to get a little bit bigger flat brush, I think. Where is it? There's a particular one I'm looking for. Well, here's one that'll work. Let me grab that. Okay. So while this paint's still wet, I'm pulling the excess in toward the center of that petal. Looks like I picked up some brown, but that's okay because I'm going to now pick up some of the true salmon that we started with, and I'm going to add it in here. That'll kind of correct it. I don't know what I'm hitting. I hear. Oh, I see what it is. It's a handle on this little, it's driving me nuts. As I work on the table, this little handle on a box I have, it's hitting against the hinge. So I'm gonna brace it so it won't do that anymore, because it was really getting on my nerves. Isn't that funny? How things get on your nerves. So I'm just working these colors together until I get the blend I am shooting for. And that's the thing that seems to take some time, is the blending, but y'all, it's so worth it. And then things kind of go crazy and the bristles get out of control and all the good things. Okay. What are y'all saying? Sharon, Amazon is my friend too. Rhonda, what kind of brushes do you use? So this is, I do have liner brushes. The only thing about the liner brushes that I don't like is a lot of times the liner brushes are really long bristles, and maybe it's just I need to practice with them more, but I don't feel like I have as much control with them. And it's probably just me needing to use them a lot more and really get a grip on it. This is a very small round brush. Like, there's not many bristles in this whatsoever. This is one of my favorites. I'm trying to get this so maybe you can see, because it's very few bristles. It gives me very, very tight control. I'm a control freak, in case you didn't know. No, I'm not. I use that. I don't really I'm not a brand snob. I probably should be, but I'm not. I kind of, when I buy brushes, I look at what the handles look like and what the bristles themselves look like, if they look like they're decent quality. I don't buy top of the line, but I don't buy bottom of the line either. Somewhere in the middle. Let's see. Does that help you, Rhonda? Okay. Amy says, you forgot to post the link. Good. It's the sublimation blanks, but you can get an idea of what you do. You think you'll especially love this. Oh, from earring. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to check you out, girl. Oh, I would love to. Yes, I will check it out, Amy. Thank you. I had no idea. Y'all, I've learned something. So I will check that out. I am so excited. Okay, I'm going to show you now how that brown that I laid in is actually becoming a highlight, or helping me know where to put the highlights in. And this tray has the edge around the top, which makes it a little bit challenging to get in here and really work well. I get to concentrating and I lose my train of thought, y'all. And when you get to be my age, losing train of thought is a daily, minute by minute occurrence. But I am really excited to share some stuff with y'all very soon about things the Lord is doing in my life. And I know I keep hinting at that, and it won't be long. But I just had to kind of talk to a few other people about it all before I kind of share my testimony with y'all. But soon. I'm pretty excited. Okay. So there's how that bloom looks. Now, what I want to do is, I'm not going to clean my brush. I'm going to pick up some of this brown. I'm going to put it back down in there, but I'm also going to pick up some white. I hope this works the way I'm thinking. And put white right on top of that because I want to mute this. I don't want it to be so stark. Because I want it all to blend. Like so. Going to add a little more white just for some good blend. And I'm going to pick up some more salmon. Add the salmon right along the edge of that. And see how that gives it that effect? Now, where two things meet, y'all have heard me say, there is a stark line, and I'm going to put a very thin line there. I'm just blending some of this right through here. Go ahead and pick up some of this lighter because I want to accentuate this highlight. And I'm just pulling that edge of the paint in toward the petal. I'm going to pick up some brown. Let me wash my brush real quick because I'm going to let me show you this. I'm going to get some water on my brush. Okay, and I want to thin down some brown. I don't want it watery, but I want it thinner than it currently is. Make sure y'all can see. Get a good point on my brush. And I'm going to come right in through here. And put in a very thin line. And then I'm just going to kind of blend very gently. I really wanted it thinner, but sometimes you're at the mercy of the brush and you just have to keep working with it. This is when it gets into really taking some time to put in detail. And then sometimes you got to kind of almost like chisel it in kind of thing. Because I really wanted it to be a very thin, subtle line. So just picking up some salmon, not diluted or anything. And I'm just laying that in there. There we go. Much better. Now I want to kind of redo some of this True Salmon color. I'm going to pick up some more of the lighter color and just place that back in. Sometimes you just got to do that. There we go. Thank you, Sally. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Y'all, I know it's late for doing this, but that's just how my day rolled. So I appreciate you guys being here. Okay, I'm going to do this petal right here. I'm going to put in my highlight color. I've got some bristles wanting to go crazy on me, so let me clean my brush. When your bristles start separating and kind of going haywire, that's usually a pretty good indication it's time to clean your brush and just kind of start again. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, we won't paint for a really long time tonight. I just really wanted to come hang out with y'all and visit for a bit. because it's been a crazy week, and you know how it is. When you have a crazy week, sometimes you just need to hang out with your friends. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to another petal and come back and work on some of these shadows. Get some of these highlights in here. So have you guys been able to watch Craft Round the Clock TV on Amazon? Are you finding it okay? Are you struggling with finding it? Oh, good. Good. So it's not too late for you. Isn't that amazing? How we're all connected via the web. And I have a lady working on my website for me. One of the other things that I finally had to give up on and hire out. And she is actually in Peru, and she's just precious. But we met in one of the coaching groups I'm in. She's in the same one. But it just blows my mind to think of the conversations we have, and she's all the way in Peru. Wow. With the web, we're just not limited by time and space. The amount of pressure you use when you use your brush is a big factor as well. The more you press down, the wider the bristles are going to fan out. The lighter the stroke, the more concise they're going to be. So when you're painting, it is just as important to learn your brush and know how much pressure you can use to get the effect you're working to achieve. And you know, you were asking me earlier, Rhonda, about a liner brush. And maybe that's why I keep reverting to the brushes I have, is because um, I'm comfortable. I know how much pressure and stuff. Oh, you only use your phone. I say, Rhonda. Hopefully, eventually, once things get up and going, um, there'll be more offerings, maybe even in the mobile world. Right now, everything is so new, it's not there yet. Oh, I was going to tell y'all too. I thought about this today. Facebook really looks at these emojis and stuff, and I've mentioned it before about the hearts and all that. So I thought maybe a good way for y'all to think about the hearts and stuff is applause. If you see something you like and you're enjoying what you're seeing, hit the heart button over and over and over again, just like you would be clapping your hands. Kind of maybe that's a way to look at it. So send your applause via heart. So if you're enjoying this, that would be awesome. Think of it like applause. So I laid in this highlight line, and now I'm just going to blend and pull that into the petal. I ought to see. I just thought about this. Bear with me a second. I need to always remember to pull up the live on my phone. Now everything is so new. Excuse me. Let me get because sometimes if comments, because you know, Facebook has been very strange. So which type of brush do I use? So I've had this one a long time. I was trying to see. It's some kind of a grip brush because it does have like a grip area through here, and it's something choice. It's rubbed off. So I'll pull out some of my other brushes and show you. Hang on a second. Let me get my live up in case there are other comments happening that are not translating. Just a moment. I turned the volume down. Okay. That way, I'm sure I won't miss anything. Okay, so some of the other brushes I have. Let's see here. Here's a good one. This is a size 5/8 flat brush. I really like it. I don't know what brand. I don't know if I have some more. Let's see here. What all do I have? I just use them. I don't think about it. This is a brush by Plaid. I really liked it. It's a nice big flat brush. Plaid actually sent me 2 sets of brushes. One package I haven't even torn into yet. But this is, I really like this brush. And I like this whole set that they sent. Trying to see here. This is more of a liner brush. It's a size 3. And I have used it and it's okay. But a lot of times it seems like I'm really wanting a more chiseled point than what this can give me. This is a brush I really like using, and it's a very small point. Let's see if I can tell. This is called, it's kind of a translucent barrel on here. Artist Loft is the brand. And I don't see a size. It's very small. But I've used this one quite a bit. And see how tiny? I really like the detail that I get with those kinds of brushes more than a liner brush. I like flat brushes a lot of all sizes. Let's see. This is another very small round brush. Let's see if it says. This is Royal Crafter's Choice Grip. And this is a size 5. And it's very similar to the one I'm using right now. And so the things are not rubbed off. So, and I don't even remember. I've had these a long time. I don't remember where I got them. If I got them at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. Probably Hobby Lobby. That's where I tend to buy my brushes. Does that help you, Rhonda? I'm sorry. I saw Sally's name and thought, no, Rhonda's the one who was asking me. Hopefully that gives you some guidance on what to look for also. So I'm just kind of, I hear Baxter in there scratching, I guess. I hear the vibration. He is such a little toot. So I went ahead and laid in a little more highlight color, and I'm just blending it into my salmon color. And I think the secret, Rhonda, is to find a brush that is comfortable for you and that just fits naturally into the style you're trying to paint. And it's just comfortable. I'm not sure how else to put that, because that's what I look for is, does that feel right? And the only way to learn that is by using them, is by trying them out and experimenting with them to see how they react to different things such as pressure and the type of paint you're working with. So at least maybe that will give you some starter points to explore. I'm just going to kind of clean up this line. One thing I want to do is I want to go back and add in a little more of the True Salmon color, even right through here, so it's not so muted. There we go. It's a little bit better. I didn't want it to look too washed out. Now, I think what I am going to do, I'm going to pick up just a little bit of this brown and bring it over closer to this white and get a very soft brown going. Now, I want it to be more brown than white, but I want it to be much softer color. You have RA and you need to use a thicker handle. Oh, okay. Because I can understand that. You know, if you find the right brush, the bristles, you could always try doing things to thicken up the handle. Don't let RA stop you from using a detail brush like you need. Find ways, whether it's putting a bunch of rubber bands on the barrel of the brush to make that thicker, to make it fit with your hands better. That would be my suggestion. I would find a way around that, girl. There's my drink. I knew I brought my drink in here. So I laid that color down, and then I'm laying true brown right on top of it because I do want a more muted color, and then I'm going to add some water to it. So I'm getting my brush not dripping wet, but moist. And now I'm just blending out so I don't have a line. And I tell you, in painting for me, it takes a lot of experimentation to see, well, did that work the way I was envisioning? And if not, what can I do next to get to the look I'm trying to go for? It's a lot of experimentation. For me, it is anyway. Would y'all believe it's always my goal to try to come live much earlier in the evening? I know I've told y'all this before. I would love to be able to come on here like around 6 and 6:30, but I can't get my life settled down enough to break away and say, okay, let's do this. So I just appreciate your showing up for me. Do we have many left? We've still got some eyes, I see. Do I need to have a roll call? Sound off? I tell you though, last night I was so tired and I had to sit in on a call. Baxter's. Y'all hear that thumping? It's my little Baxter boy. He got an itch. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, girl, how are you? Are you doing good? I have 2 Rhondas. Rhonda, if you had time to go back and watch the Sunset Chapel. I know you couldn't participate that day, but I knew you had joined the free group. And I just wondered if you were able to watch it yet. I know you're busy. I'm just working on my little shadows here. I am actually going to put just a little bit of white, not much, right through there. I just feel like it needed that little accent. almost like a little glisten. So tomorrow night I'm planning to record a tutorial for Paint and Create. So I probably won't be on here tomorrow night. Probably should have done this other highlight before I did that little, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about other things. Rhonda, you haven't what? Rhonda, were you in my free group? Yes, you were, because you just asked me, girl. I'm telling you, the neurons are declining. You just asked me about the chapel. Oh my goodness. Please forgive me. Y'all, when you get to be my age, and I know I'm not old, but I'm older than I once was, and it's just a struggle. I hope, Rhonda, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, good. Listen, I know I don't have arthritis, but I'm telling you, what has crept up in my life is bursitis in my hip. And so I understand some of what you're saying, probably not to the same degree, but it's hard getting old. Oh my goodness. I don't want to admit it. But it's like I have new aches and pains that I've not had before. And I don't know if it's age or if it's weight, because I struggle with my weight, and I can't seem to. I know what to do, but I can't seem to stay with what I need to do. And it's just a struggle, y'all. It is just a struggle. Adding a little bit of shadow right here for where these petals overlap. Rhonda says the smoke here is causing you headaches. So you don't recall my other group. Paint and Create is my paid membership group. And then I have a free group called Paint and Share, or Create and Share, I think, because my neurons for the day are about done. But I have a paid membership group where we do 2 projects every month, and I've got one right here that we did. This was month before last. We did this one together. Let's see if I can get it in the camera better. There we go. We did this together. This one's really not quite finished because the ocean part is finished, but I'm still working on the beach. And then, do I have it in here? Yes. This past month, whoops, this is one that we did this past month. I don't know if you can see it okay. I really love this lighthouse. I just love it. And then we do 2 every month. The lighthouse was one for the month, and then the barn. I don't have it here because I actually gave it to my daddy. And we have a good time. But yes, I gave the barn one to my daddy. It was his birthday. My daddy is 81. And it just felt right to give him that barn one. Let's see, what am I doing here? I'm going to tone down some of this brown right through here. It's hard to believe my dad is 81. He was always a giant in my life. He still is. But he is getting on up there. Actually, I need to do a lighter color. I need to thin it down a little bit too. My paint's supposed to dry out. So if you experience your paint drying out, just add a little bit of water to it, thin it down a little bit, and you can keep right on trucking with it. Thank you, Rhonda. Sally says you like learning new painting techniques and try out in your painting. You find that painting is the best thing that you found for your pain management. Really? That is so interesting. Wow, thank you for sharing that, Sally. I know what painting and creating has done for me through a lot of difficult times in my life, and it has provided an outlet. And honestly, that I'm trying to also build into a business um, for when I get ready to retire and have a fun, creative way to supplement my retirement. Rhonda, you were talking about brushes and stuff. I really do like holding my brush very much like a pencil. And let me just say, I have not had formal paint training. I have had art classes, the drawing element of it, that I learned a lot about negative space, color. But a lot of this that I do is just what God has given me and just trying to use it to the best of my ability. I want to add a little more light through here. And I'm going to pick up some of the salmon and just put it right in the middle. I need to clean my brush because my bristles are wanting to go crazy on me again. When you've got a smaller bristled brush, you do have to clean it more often because there's just not as much there to compensate for the other bristles. Just kind of makes sense, you know. Let's see here. Rhonda says you use the fat grade school pen. Oh, Rhonda Chadwick says he's really blessed you. Oh, girl. Thank you so much. God is so good. I can do nothing but give him the glory and the honor. He's just been very good to me. And I can't wait to share with y'all more of the things that are really quite miraculous. So you see, it takes time to get the right blend. It just takes time and patience. I'm still not real happy with how this one is. I'm going to go back and see if I can't improve it a little bit. Did y'all see the t-shirts I'm offering? really excited about them. I designed them, and I feel very strong about their message. And I just wondered what y'all thought. It feels better. I'm glad this right here is kind of cooperating. And you have the brush that just wants to do its own thing. Hi, Sandra. How are you, lady? I am so glad you're here. And I'm going to work on the highlight through here. I need to get that brown off, the brown color off of my brush. And I'm working on this highlight. The brown is the shadow, just in case you're just now joining. The brown is the shadow, and I'm using a muted color of salmon to work on this highlight. Now I'm going to pick up some of the true salmon and blend that in. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of the true salmon because I really want that rich color to be toward the center of this petal. I'm trying to think about where light strikes. Oh, Rhonda says, you're a general crafter. Painting and patience is not a strength. So what do you like to craft, Rhonda? Do you do like home decor, farmhouse, shabby chic? You know, what is your preference? I am not a big, what I would consider a big crafter per se, but I do love creating things. So I have been venturing more into not just painting, but creating other things. Sally says, when I'm painting, I find that you get lost. Yes. Oh, yes. You know what, Sally, when you say that, it makes me think. I mean, y'all, we've been on here an hour. It just feels like a matter of minutes. Minutes. And I'm like that too. I get lost in it. And I'll look up. Yeah, I remember this one time. I was painting a commissioned piece, and it was a tiger. And I started fairly early in the evening, and I looked up. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. Had not a clue. So I get it, Sally. I know exactly what you're saying. Yes. But I'm going to tell you what, it's a great way to spend your time. No doubt. Better than many other things, for sure. Y'all, I just massage pieces. I'm just going over because I don't want to lose my true color. I don't want it to become too muted. So maybe after this kind of dries a little bit more and cures, then I can go back and really touch up and get some of the colors that I really want to be sure I have. Some of these I just don't feel like I'm there yet, and that's why I keep going over them. And my paint tries to dry. Slather. Paint is not body lotion. Okay. Oh, so funny. So funny. So tell me, what do you guys do? I know, Rhonda, aren't you Rhonda Chadwick, aren't you a administrative assistant? We've talked about this before, but Sally and Rhonda Ralston are new, and I'm interested to know, what do you guys do? Are you retired? Are you still working? There, I'm feeling better about this now. Sometimes the paint just doesn't want to cooperate, in the brush and all the things. And if I'm tired, my fatigue level will have an impact too. And I think I'm pretty fatigued. And we're probably going to wrap it up here in just a minute because of that. So what do y'all think? Do you like what you see? If you do, give me some hearts like applause. Applause me with hearts. Facebook likes to see that. So I do think I need to call it an evening because I can tell my eyes are crossing. And that kind of becomes a factor too, is my vision. I have an eye appointment in a couple of weeks. Oh, thank you all. Thank you so much. Facebook and I thank you very much. Oh, goodness, you guys. I do think one thing to think about when you're painting is don't be afraid of water. Don't be afraid to add water to your paint. And you'll be amazed at what an effect it has on your painting. Your ability to blend. I do add quite a bit of water to my paint. Okay. I think this is all I'm going to do tonight because my eyes are bothering me. Well, Beth, I was just wondering about you, my friend. How are you? My friend Beth is here. Hey, Beth, drop your link in here. And there's Latrice. Latrice is my son-in-law's mother, and we share two beautiful granddaughters. Oh, thank you. Latrice, you're the one that originally gave me this tray. I don't know if you even recognize it or even remember it. It was very dark. And I decided it needed a facelift. And so I will back this up so y'all can kind of see what's happening. I just got all kinds of flowers and vines and leaves going on here. And it just needed a facelift. Oh, good. Beth has got her link. Y'all, she is, I have to tell y'all, Beth is just precious to me. She is in the same creative community with me. And thank you, girl. Thank you, Beth. And she has just enriched my life, just blessed me so much. And I just encourage you to go check her out. She is growing by leaps and bounds over on her page. And she and her sweet husband, Randy, they are just a hoot and a holler. Y'all, I need a Randy in my life. Would y'all pray for me about that? Because he helps her and supports her creative business, and they are just so neat. He'll read comments to her while she's creating, and he's got this chicken that he loves to press the button. And he's just a mess. You can tell. Oh my goodness. You don't think about Beth without thinking about Randy. But she's very talented. She did a gorgeous um, arrangement that I was thinking that would look really good in my home. Oh, Latrice, I know you do. I know you do. Y'all, I'm really not that worried about it. I say those things, but God has given me such peace about being by myself, and it has been a journey to get there. So, He has just really given me a real comfort and peace that He's got me. He's my husband. Isaiah 54 says that He is my husband, and I'm very thankful for all that He's accomplished in my life. And it did not come easy or overnight to get to this point. But if God never blesses me with another mate, I'm okay. I have the Lord. I have my kids, my family, my friends. I'm blessed. Shanna! Shanna, how are you, my friend? I'm so glad to see you. There's another talented lady, Shanna. You need to drop your link in here, girl. She is something else as well. She is all about all the things outdoors. She is, what is your business name? Something contain it. Um, I know what it is. Frame it and contain it. Is that it? She is really talented, and just I have so enjoyed watching her. She's a blessing in my life as well. Oh, you are so welcome, Shanna. You drop that link in here, lady. People need to know your stuff too. Frame it and contain it. I got it right. Yes, yes, yes. Took me a minute, y'all. The neurons. When you're my age and it gets to be this time of day, the neurons just don't cooperate as well. I am just massaging these highlights. I've had some precious ladies on here talking with me tonight. So you guys are coming in a wonderful time to share your links and let them check you out. Rhonda Rawson in here is a crafter, and she's interested in things painting, and we've been talking about that. My friend Rhonda Chadwick, and I had some other girlfriends in here earlier, and I knew it was a little late to come on here, but better late than never. And what are y'all saying? Oh, y'all. Okay, Shanna, where do you live? I forget. There's Joey. Oh, hi, friend. I am so glad you popped in and said hey. Y'all, Joey, drop your link in here too. Joey's another wonderful friend I've made through this creative experience. And these three ladies, and there's another lady, Frances Downs, is on here quite often. These three ladies have so enriched my life, and I just love these ladies. Um, Shanna, where are you located? Where do you live? And Joey, where do you live? because I just want to meet y'all. I want to meet you in person and hug your necks. I just think it would be amazing. Now, Beth, you don't live too far from me, but we need to book it. We need to book this soon. Shanna's in Arkansas. I probably need to vacation there. Joey, where are you? Oklahoma. I know I need to go to Oklahoma. You probably get that a lot, don't you? He is, Beth. He is amazing. He is amazing. Oh my goodness. Well, Joey is also very talented. She does Created in Awe, Joey Bailey. So, Joey, drop your link in here. Shanna, did you drop your link? I hope you did. I'm looking. Please do so. These ladies are just so talented. Sally is in Virginia. Y'all, the internet. Oh, yes, Shanna. It would be cool to plan a retreat. Me, I am on Tobacco Road in Hickory, Kentucky. Yes, I am. I love saying that, and it's so true. Latrice Badger, that's on here, can vouch for me. Yeah. Oh, Rena, I thought you'd gone to bed. You're still here. You've been so quiet in the background. Oh, yes. Joey's wonderful. That is so funny. Rena just pops in here. I watched Joey. Oh, so funny. Y'all are too much. Y'all are just making my day. Oh, okay, cool. You're right. Thank you, Joey. Indiana, yes. Yes, Shanna. Listen. Oh, you're in and out, Rena. Okay, I could say a lot of things, but I won't because I love you. Um, what was I going to say? So, if you come to Kentucky, here's what you'll get. Chassida Williams, who is does the vintage stuff. She's not far from me at all. Casey Geating with Roost and Restores in this area. Danielle with Bella the Barnes lives around here. Brooke from Refab lives here, but she's really, really, really crazy busy. So I don't know if we can get with her. And yes, Beth, let's do it. Oh, listen, you mentioned it, Tracy. I have thought about telling her we need to have a craft round the clock on the road. Take it on the road and have little segments around the country of craft and round the clock girls that do like in-person things with some of the viewers or something. Listen, Joey, Casey is one of my dearest friends. In fact, I was just with her last Friday at her new brick and mortar, and she's precious. She would love to meet you. I know, Beth. I think we need to take it on the road. What better way to market Craft Around the Clock TV than to have meetups with not only each other, but with our audience as well? That would just be a hoot and a holler, as I say. Oh, listen, y'all come. Casey would love to meet y'all. Her new brick and mortar, she is planning to have like craft area, class areas in there. Joey wants to get the Okies together. Oh, how neat. Listen, I would come to Oklahoma. Y'all come. You just tell me when. We'll work it out. But it needs to be soon. So let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all tell me when. Y'all go look at your calendars and let's figure it out. And let's invite our audience too. You live 30 minutes. So, Shanna, you're right up there close to all them too. Well, y'all just need to bring it this direction. Y'all just get a bus together and come on. And then, see, because Tracy is in Kentucky. Dina Ray lives not too far from me. She's maybe 45 minutes from me. I am in Kentucky. I am in Western Kentucky. I live on Tobacco Road in Hickory, Kentucky. And Hickory is about 30 minutes south of Paducah. You're in the Tulsa area. Oh, I see. Okay, you guys, we got to talk to Tracy about taking Craft Around the Clock on the road. I just think that would be so cool, and invite our audience members that we love to love on. Oh, okay, I'm done painting. I just want to visit. y'all came to watch me paint. I know we do. We sure do. That would be so fun. Yes, you're right, Raina. See, Raina, you came back in, girl. You came back in. Yes, Cindy Bates is in this area. Oh, wouldn't that be so much fun? Okay, I'm going to message. Um, I'll put it in our Craft Around the Clock pilot group or something. I don't know. I'll put it in our creative community or something. And we'll try to plan some meetups and then try to do it in various areas around the country so that the audience members can come and we can get to know all of them better. You're coming through Kentucky in September. I don't know if I can wait that long, girl. I'm excited. I'm thinking August. August is just around the corner. Can we do something in August? I don't know. We'll reach out to Tracy. We'll see what we can work out. Y'all, my top. It keeps migrating south. Get all fixed up again. Oh, I'm so glad to visit with you guys. I have really enjoyed it. I need to hop off of here. Would y'all believe I've not even had supper? I have been working and I had about 30 minutes to sit down and just kind of look at things. And I thought, I'm going to go live and paint for a while. But I do probably need to eat a little bit of something before I go to bed. Jeannie Smith. Oh, good, Beth. Yes, see, we got to do it. Oh, Joey, you too, girl. Thank you for hopping on. You have a wonderful rest tonight, girl. I'll be seeing you soon. Jeannie Smith is in Eastern Kentucky. Oh, me too, Shanna. I'm so glad you hopped on. All of you guys are so talented. I'm just so blessed to call you friends. And even those of you that are just my regular viewers, Rena, Rhonda, the two Rhondas, I just love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Sally's been here tonight. Thank you all so much. Okay, y'all, I'm going to hop off of here. It is a blessing, Beth. Listen, if no one else has told you today, I want you to hear me right now. I love you. I am thankful for you. I appreciate the time you give to spend with me, and I don't take it for granted. I do not. And I just want you to know it's a joy to be with you, to hang out with you each and every time. So you guys have a blessed evening. Get some great rest. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. And I'm going to see you all very soon. I love you. Good night. Good night, Beth.